Today on the TV24 News, Huntsville Mayor Tommy Battle. In Oxford, fentanyl bust. Gale Mansion in Birmingham Hospital after car accident. Human remains found in Talladega National Forest. These stories plus weather with Lacey Klontz and sports coming up.
It's now time for the TV24 News, presented to you by Team 1 Chevrolet of Gadsden.
Thank you for tuning in to the TV24 News. I'm Shasta Jones. Here's the news for Wednesday, January 31st, 2024. Today, Huntsville Mayor Tommy Battle was in Oxford speaking to the Calhoun County Chamber of Commerce about business and how the growth in Huntsville affects and filters over into the Calhoun County area.
You know, I was sitting here, and as we were talking, we had a little reception earlier, and I got to meet some community leaders, some of the community folks. And we were sitting there talking, and it was very interesting conversation. I couldn't help but see the parallels between our community in Huntsville, Madison County, the North Alabama area, and the parallels here, Calhoun, Etowah, and all of the Clay County, and all the counties around here. As we were looking at that, about 2.3% unemployment, which means that you have done a very good job of providing jobs. You have more jobs out there than you have people to fill them, because there's a 3% transitional rate here with unemployment, and we have it in our area too. But you're sitting back, it's about the same as what we see in Huntsville. And then you look at it and you start talking about your volunteers. We just had some great volunteers come up here. Living fast, I guess dynamite comes in small packages, is that right? But you had some great volunteers come up here, volunteers to keep your community rolling. You know, we're fortunate we have the same kind of volunteers. And those are the parallels that you start looking at. You have industry sitting here. Industry that makes a lot of difference. You can see a list of a whole bunch of them right up here, but the industry that makes you a community that is growing and is going to continue to grow. And in talking to some of your elected officials, you have some of the same philosophy that we have. Our philosophy is that we want to grow, but we want to grow in measured paces. We don't want to outstrip our infrastructure. How many of us have been to cities that have outstripped their infrastructure? If you go to some of the bigger cities in the southeast or in the United States, you're going to find places that have outstripped their infrastructure. You can't get from here to there. You lose. You have we always say that we have an average commute to work and back to work with 18 to 20 minutes. And you go to these other places, and it's 45 minutes of work, it's 45 minutes back home. Hour and a half round trip. You compare that to the 36 minutes that we have, and you say, what can you do with an extra 54 minutes a day of your life? What can you do with an extra hour a day of your life? But y'all do the same thing, but you've invested back in your road system, you've invested back in your community, so you can get from here to there, and you haven't outstripped your infrastructure. Your story is very much parallel to what we have. As I see that story, I see it time and time again.
Throughout the speech Mayor Battle gave, he mentioned how the success of Huntsville and its growth would not have happened without all the surrounding cities and counties working together. Yesterday, Oxford Police Chief Bill Partridge announced that the Oxford Police Department Special Investigations Unit did an outstanding job removing a kilogram of fentanyl off the streets and not allowing this dangerous drug to impact our communities. He also thanked the other law enforcement agencies who helped make this operation a success: the Pell City Police Department, the Drug Enforcement Administration, and the Calhoun and Cleburne County Drug and Major Crimes Units. Per the Calhoun Journal, the collaboration between different law enforcement agencies highlights the importance of a united front in the fight against the rapid increase of illegal substances. The Oxford Police Department's success is a testament to the effectiveness of interagency cooperation and the dedication of law enforcement professionals to rid communities of harmful drugs. Yesterday in Birmingham, Gale Mansion, wife of Senator Joe Manchin, was in a car accident along with a colleague, Guy Land. They were both headed to an event for the Appalachian Regional Commission, which she serves as a federal co-chair of, when the accident occurred. Per a statement from Senator Manchin, both were admitted to UAB Hospital and are receiving excellent care. She remains in stable condition, but will stay there for a couple of days for precautionary measures. We want to thank the first responders who answered the call and were first on site to provide assistance and support. Alabama Senator Katie Britt said, "Wesley and I are praying for a speedy recovery for Gail Manchin and Guy Land. We are grateful for the work of some of Alabama's tremendous first responders who answered this call and know that they're in excellent hands at UAB." The Calhoun County Sheriff's Office has released that human remains have been found in the Talladega National Forest. Per the Calhoun Journal, a hunter was in the Talladega National Forest on Monday evening, January 29th, and stumbled upon the remains of a human skull and jawbone near the 193-mile marker. The investigation is being headed up by the Calhoun County Sheriff's Office, along with help of experts from the Center for Applied Forensics at Jacksonville State University. Currently, there is no identification of the individual whose remains were found. The Alabama Department of Forensic Sciences will be receiving the remains to further examine. The Calhoun Journal said the forthcoming autopsy aims to not only identify the individual, but also provide insights into the circumstances surrounding their demise. Sheriff Matthew Wade is aware of the possible impact on the community and families in this area due to this discovery. Investigative teams are working closely with CFAF and DFS experts to ensure a thorough examination and analysis. If there are any individuals with information regarding this case, please contact the Calhoun County Sheriff's Office at 256-236-6600 or Central Alabama Crime Stoppers at 1-833-251-7867. Let's go ahead and move on to sports now. Now that Saban's announced his retirement, the Crimson Tide's quarterback Jalen Milroe was speaking at his youth football camp at Hillcrest High School a few days ago. He isn't only good at calling plays on the field, he's pretty good at words too. Let's take a listen to what he said to the kids and adults in the room about Coach Saban's retirement.
Yeah, I miss Coach Saban, 100%. I do miss Coach Saban. But he was a big reason why I came to Alabama. But to see him go is going to be tough on us. But we have to realize that Coach Saban is 28 years from being 100 years old. So we got to let him retire.
Next up, let's take a look at some of Jacksonville State University's wins. Yesterday, the Jack State women's tennis team took its first win over the UAB women in 32 seasons at the Hoover Met with 4-1 win. Over the weekend, the Jacksonville State University Lady Gamecocks bowling team beat Arkansas State 4-0 for their 5th straight tournament win. They beat everyone in the 12-team field, including 10 of the top 12 teams in the nation. Congratulations, Jack State, for beating the Prairie View A&M Invitational champions. Here's last night's basketball scores, starting with the boys. The Donahoe Falcons lost to the Spring Garden Panthers 38-54. The B.B. Comer Tigers barely beat the Sylacauga Aggies by 1 basket, 65-63. The Fife Red Devils beat the Eider Yellow Jackets 105-67. The Pleasant Valley Raiders took a loss to the Asheville Bulldogs 26-59. The Jacksonville Golden Eagles beat the Plainview Bears by 1 basket, 52-50. The Etowah Blue Devils beat the Hanceville Bulldogs 62-53. The White Plains Wildcats beat the Lincoln Golden Bears 80-54. The Glencoe Yellow Jackets beat the Gaston Bulldogs 70-30. The Raglan Purple Devils lost to the Ohatchee Indians 52-60. Now let's check in on the girls' scores. The Etowah Lady Blue Devils lost to the Hanceville Lady Bulldogs 29-26. The Lincoln Lady Golden Bears took down the White Plains Lady Wildcats 59-52. The Jacksonville Lady Golden Eagles lost to the Plainview Lady Bears 44-70. The Ohatchee Lady Indians took down the Raglan Lady Purple Devils 43-19. The Glencoe Lady Yellow Jackets beat the Gaston Lady Bulldogs 51-24. The Briarwood Christian Ladies took down the Gadsden City Lady Titans by a score of 45-41. The Fife Lady Red Devils lost to the Eider Lady Yellow Jackets 36-59. The Childersburg Lady Tigers beat the Winterboro Lady Bulldogs 59-49. The Sylacauga Lady Aggies lost to the B.B. Comer Lady Tigers by 1 basket, 63-65. The Oxford Lady Jackets fell to the Spring Garden Lady Panthers 38-66. That is going to be it for sports today. And we want to thank you for watching the TV24 News presented by Team 1 Chevrolet of Gadsden. We're going to leave you with your area weather forecast from Lacey Clontz, signing off from Oxford, Alabama. Have a great night, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Firefall season at Yosemite National Park is about to start. If you're traveling there, here is what you need to know. Every February, if conditions allow, molten orange sunlight cascades down Horsetail Fall at sunset. If you're trying to catch it, you'll need reservations to drive in every weekend in February. Average highs are in the lower 50s with lows in the 20s and 30s, but are usually colder at higher elevations. The park also often sees periods of rain and snow during this time. To see the phenomenon, hope for a clear day and a flowing waterfall, and get there well before sunset. Now coming up here in Oxford tonight, temperatures are getting down to 31 degrees and we'll have mostly clear skies. And then tomorrow, it's getting all the way up to 58 degrees and we'll have partly to mostly cloudy skies. Now, as for the 7-day, the next couple of days, Friday and Saturday, it is going to be fairly warm. It's going to be 64 degrees on Friday, getting up to 65 degrees on Saturday, but Sunday it is drastically dropping all the way down to 52 degrees for the high, as well as an 80% chance of rain. And then Monday, we have a 60% chance of rain, and the high is only getting up to 55. But after that, it should be clearing up and warming up. Tuesday, it's supposed to be a high of 59 degrees with no rain, and Wednesday, a high of 60 with no rain. So everyone, enjoy the clear skies while you can. I'm Lacey Clontz with your TV24 weather.
There's a special place where overtime gives way to family time, where fast pace becomes a little slower lifestyle. At Campers Unlimited, we can help get you there, where your lake house, beach house, or tailgate headquarters can have the same address. We carry the top brands in America like Grand Design and Forest River. With a large selection, we're sure to have a floor plan that fits your needs. So when you're ready to disconnect in order to reconnect, take the easy drive to Campers Unlimited on Interstate 59 in Gadsden, or shop us online at campersunlimited.net.
The Coosa Valley, on the banks of the Coosa River in Gadsden, Alabama. Fishing, boating, and paddling, and home to Team 1 Chevrolet. Team 1 Chevy has been serving generations for years. Even the grandkids are grown. Come by and see why so many people come back to Team 1 Chevy in Gadsden.
Home of the best people, the best service, period.
Hello, I'm James Chambly of Family Loan Company, 1115 Noble Street, Anderson. We also have 3 other locations: Family Loan of Oxford, 1225 East Snow Street, Oxford; Money Junction Finance at 1503A West Meagan Boulevard, Gadsden; and JCI Finance at 608 Gilbert's Ferry Road, Atala, Alabama. We understand the need honest people have to borrow money from time to time. At Family Loan Company, we'd love to say yes. Call or come by and see us today for the fast, confidential service that you so deserve.
Weac Aviation is a premier paint shop that caters to airplane owners from all over the country. There are 175 projects on our 4-year wait list right now. I'm Jonathan McCormick, proud owner of Weac Aviation and a proud graduate of Gadsden State Community College. I got my start in auto collision repair technology. We have hired many skilled technicians who have come through that program. I give a lot of credit to Gadsden State. It's definitely where I earned my wings.